Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Scrap Mechanic, and today I want to saw this car in half. So I have this idea, and I've had this idea written down for a while, where I wanted to essentially use an explosion to blow up a car, but not just like blow up the car, but actually blow it up and cause it to cut in half. And of course I want to do that while I'm driving, but then I thought, what if I also make it so that the half that I'm driving, is able to turn into somewhat of a motorcycle. Now, this is somewhat similar. I almost forgot that I did something a little bit similar in Trailmakers, where I had a car split in half and then tried to remerge the parts back together. Now, I don't think I can go that far in Scrap Mechanic trying to do that, but I think I could go far enough to have the half of the car that I'm controlling. I think I can have it balance on 2 wheels. So that's going to be the goal. And just to recap, I want this car to eventually be able to trigger an explosive that blows up the car, splitting it in half, essentially down the middle, and then I somehow continue on driving like nothing's wrong in half of the car using only 2 wheels. So obviously, that's going to require some modifications to this car. One of the things I want to do is this car, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this car just, it does not look very professional, does it? I don't think this car looks very professional. You know, I built this car a long time ago before my channel was as big as it is now, and I think it's just time for me to up the professionalism. Like, you know, I've been doing YouTube for like, what, 5 years now? So, there we go. Look at how much more professional that looks already. All right, and then we just gotta add this to the back here. There we go, perfect. And then we can add some of this right here. Yeah. And then a little bit of, whoops, little bit of that right there. All right, now I don't know about you guys, but this car already looks way more professional. Okay, now for the more important modifications to the functionality of this entire concept. One of the things is to cut the car in half. So I'm just literally gonna cut right in half here, and somehow I glitched out a little bit of some ghost blocks there. I don't know how I did that. But yeah, in order to have a car automatically cut itself in half, first you have to manually cut it in half. Okay, I think I've done it. Let's see. Perfect. All right, now we have 2 halves of a car. All right, so obviously I got to put the engine on the side that has the actual driver's seat. We'll hook this back up. We'll give it 4-wheel. I probably should have 4-wheel steering. That's not a difficult modification to make. Okay, so now the other thing that we're gonna have to do is make this capable of balancing itself. This needs to be a drivable, standalone creation right here. So we're gonna have to put some sensors and suspension glitches into this thing. All right, so one of these suspensions is gonna be responsible for the left tilt, and one of these suspensions is going to be responsible for the right tilt. And I think it contains in here pretty nice. All right, let's just hook it up into the driver's seat for now to see if this is even strong enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that is definitely strong enough. Excellent. All right, now all I gotta do is create the sensor system that is responsible for triggering these suspensions. All right, so I got my sensor system here. I'm fine-tuning it right now. So the way that this works, you can see it's already starting to work. Obviously, the nature of half of a vehicle with all of your wheels on one side is you want to tilt to the inside like this. But when this sensor gets triggered, it's going to cause it to tilt back. This sensor isn't going to get triggered as much, but what I have here is a system where when I turn, if I want to turn to the left, you'll notice that this sensor will actually turn towards the ground more, which will then lean me into the turn, hopefully counteracting the force of the turn. And then as I go straight, it'll tilt me straight again. And if I want to turn right, this sensor will actually go towards the ground more and tilt me into the turn as well. So let's see if we can drive this thing. Look at this. Look at this. Oh boy. I mean, it's not the perfect motorcycle. It's not a motor, it's half a car. It's not a motorcycle, let's be honest. But I mean, if you're gonna be like technical with the definition of what makes a motorcycle, this is a motor vehicle on 2 wheels. So I feel like it would qualify. Just because it also has another half of a car over there doesn't mean it can't also be a motorcycle, right? Okay, and now we are in a feedback loop here. I don't know how to get out of such a terrible feedback loop, to be honest. A little bit more fine-tuning needed, but we're on our way. Okay, so you're probably wondering how I'm gonna get these 2 pieces to act together and then split apart smoothly. Well, me too. But to be more serious, I need to add some of this back. And then I will add a single block of cardboard right here. And this cardboard is going to be the attachment point via bearing to this half of the vehicle. So now if I just weld from right here to right there. There we go. Now we are attached by a single block. These are two separate halves. And I think I just got to put that on a controller to prevent it from splitting. The car might split apart by force. Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to also put the same thing on the front of the vehicle so that it is welded at the front and the back. Because having this... Oh wait, the wheels aren't even spinning in the right direction right now. But having this up in the front is, that's just uncomfortable. It's too obvious. I want it to be like a secret that this car is gonna split apart, you know? But that's gonna make things interesting if I want to do it with an explosion. I don't quite know yet if this is gonna be effective or not. I think I've done it. I don't know. It was kind of confusing the way that it was welding. But hey, no more seam. It feels like a normal car right now. All right, I have the car saved on a lift now, so I need to see if I've done this correctly. So what I should be able to do is delete that, and then delete this one in the front, and it does split the car. All right, so I have successfully gotten the cars to connect together in an easily detachable way. So now I got to figure out how to hook that detachment into an explosion of sorts. Oh no, this isn't gonna work. I don't know if the explosion part's gonna be viable because I'm gonna destroy the wheels unless I just explode this part of the car and it also gets the cardboard in the crossfire. That might be the only way how to do it. I'm just afraid that these wheels aren't gonna survive. All right, I gotta use a small explosive here. This is the smallest explosion radius. Now, let's just see, what does this damage? Well, that's not gonna do, is it? Okay, delete that. We have some experimenting to do. What if I do that, and then I have a metal wall? Okay, now what are you gonna do? Okay, all right, the metal wall wasn't enough. Obviously, we need a tier 3 metal wall to stop this explosion from reaching the other side, right? All right, please work, please work, please work, please work. Well, the wall survived. How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay, now you can clearly see that this explosion has no direct line of sight to that wheel. So the wall should block it, but... It kind of worked that time. It actually kind of worked that time. And then if this one was gone, what would happen if it fell off the lift? Where's that wall going? Ooh. Ooh, the wall's going to this side. Okay. I need to remake some of this car out of the appropriate materials. That's what I need to do. All right, so I think I got the back section hooked up in a way that is going to prevent the wheels in this side of the car from being too damaged, while this side of the car hopefully gets separated completely in the back here via this cardboard piece that we're attached to. Now, you're probably wondering, how am I going to do the explosion in the front where we have like the engine and everything? And the secret is I'm going to be faking the front area because I'm just going to have this spud gun hit at the same time that the explosion happens in the back. So it looks like that explosion somehow splits the entire car. But in order to do that, in order to have it timed correctly, I got to figure out how long does it take for an explosion to explode after it gets triggered by a spud gun. My estimate is 2 seconds, so we should see this timer fill up and trigger that spud gun at the same time that this explosive explodes. So let's see what happens. All right, I think that did it. It's close enough. It's gonna be close enough in a way that it's not even gonna be noticeable if there's a discrepancy at all. Okay, so after we hit this switch number 1, or switch number 2 actually. What is switch number 1? What is? There's another switch on this. There's number 2. Wait, the engine is number 1? That's a glitch. That's not supposed to have a number. Yeah, see, there's no number attached to it. All right, that was a weird glitch. All right, anyway, switch number 1 is going to trigger the timer that 2 seconds later will trigger the spud gun to detach this cardboard block. And switch number 1 will immediately trigger this spud gun, which is going to trigger that explosive to begin exploding, which should separate this part of the vehicle. And then we should be driving on a half-car motorcycle. All right, are you guys ready for the maiden voyage? Let's just go ahead and give it a nice drive. Wait a minute. Why is the back doing that? It shouldn't be doing that. The front looks fine. Why is the back different? Something weird's going on here. Okay, I don't know if I fixed it just now or if I completely ruined it. We're no longer, I think I may have welded it to itself. Oh no, I think I just made a huge mistake. All right, well, let's see what happens when we trigger the explosion. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, trigger. Oh. The back wheel still, none of that worked the way it was supposed to work. And now the wheel's just taunting me up there. So I think when I was replacing all these blocks with the tier 3 metal, I messed up how the back end over here is actually attached. Yeah, I totally messed up how the back end is attached, as you can clearly see. Okay, revision has been made. Split car, take 2. Let's see what happens. In 3, 2, 1, go! Why, wait, what's happening? Why not splitting? Why no split? Where the split? Wait, is the cardboard in the back survived the explosion? Last time the wheel didn't even survive the explosion. This time the cardboard survives the explosion? What? Okay, I'm just gonna put a whole bunch of cardboard down here instead and see what happens. Okay, split car, take 3. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and... What? What? This whole line of cardboard has survived. Okay, I think I gotta just replace this whole section with cardboard or something. This is so weird. Good old ScrapMan giving us very consistent results here. Okay, split car, take 4. Let's just get to it. And there it is. That was beautiful. That's what it's supposed to be like right there. What are the odds it's gonna be consistent if we try it again? This is amazing. This drives actually so well, all things considered. Okay, all right, let's try it again. Let's see if we can get the same exact results. All right, we're just driving around casually, you know, doing our thing. The back of our car looks a little weird, but you know, it's a fixer-upper. It's not the best car. It's not a brand new car. We definitely bought it used from a dealership. You know how some of those cars have those different colored doors from like other cars for whatever reason? That's what this car's doing right now. All right, but you're driving around and then like, wait, what's that sound? Why is there fire coming out of the back? And then all of a sudden you're a motorcycle. Yep. A 2-wheeled motorcycle with the wheels on one side of your center of mass. Makes a lot of sense, right? Okay, you know I have to try a mid-air split, right? Like that just has to be a thing that happens. But there's a couple of different things. I want to see what this looks like from the front. If somebody was watching us drive at them when this happened, what would that look like? All right, ready? Here we go. That is so cool. That is really, really good. Okay, now we gotta do, is there a good jump on this map? I don't actually know. Oh my goodness, we have the ski jump. Oh, this is perfect. All right, here it goes. Do you think I'll be able to land it? Oh no, I got out of the seat. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna, wait, that didn't work that time. All right, split car jump, take 2. Here we go. And, oh, that didn't work again. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I like the idea of seeing the explosion as a visual indicator that something interesting happened, but I think I'm just gonna hook up this spud gun as a failsafe, guarantee that cardboard is gonna get triggered. I think that's what we have to do. Okay, I am gonna get my split jump if it's the last thing I do. And it's not gonna be the last thing I do because I have another idea after this. All right, here we go. Yes! And we land to drive away. Wasn't the smoothest landing, but it was a landing nonetheless. Okay, so one more thing that I want to do is I want to imagine if this was the result of a crash. If you were to crash the right side of your vehicle into a tree or something, and then somehow the right side of your vehicle just gets completely shaved off. I want to see if I can time a crash to have that happen. Okay, here we go. Here we go. The right side over here. Ready? Oh, it almost worked as intended, but I got snagged on it. I want it to be like a smooth shave. All right, let's try it with this tree over here. I think I hit the tree a little bit too early. This is where the timing, yeah, this is where the timing is gonna get difficult. All right, let's go with the, oh, whoops, I did that way too early. Yep, I mean, the idea was there. We were kind of on it. All right, this tree right here we go. Oh, it did it. I thought I was gonna get there too early. That was so smooth. Don't you love it when inventions actually work as intended? This is such a good vehicle even by itself. I love this. We're literally driving around half a car. All right, well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A successful car that literally splits itself in half and then segments into a half car motorcycle hybrid monstrosity thing. So if you guys enjoyed this, you'll probably enjoy some other stuff that you can find on the channel right here on the end screen. Hope this video has earned your subscription. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.